Wait. It took literally 2 minutes, and then it populates so fast. Okay, anyway, let me scroll back as far as I can go. I got the grumpy vlogger who was here first. Jody Drone Shots was here saying hello, and he came in second. David, AZ Drone Dude, was also in the house too. He came in third. Chuck says he's going to be flying DJI all weekend as Mother Nature cooperates. Ah, that's cool. I think we're supposed to be getting like a heat wave here. Anybody new? Mark White. He's saying here he's in the house. Good to see you. Akira Show is in the house as well. What's going on down? Flying Flynn Media. Good to see you and have you in the house as well. Happy 4th of July, everyone, here on the panel with me and in the studio audience. Let's call it the studio audience tonight. Scott Nadeau, glad to have you in the house. And Caleb Calerbo, good to see you as well. Let's see. Keep going. If I missed anybody, I want to try to get scrolling up here. Anybody new that I've missed? Everybody's catching up. Oh, there's Gary. He's saying yo, yo, yo. I'm trying to see if there's anybody. Okay, no, we're all good. Anyone filming fireworks this year? Yes, that was one of the questions I was asking. Are you going to be taking pictures of fireworks? Or are you going to be filming fireworks? So we've actually got a lot of stuff to talk about because, as people know, DJI had a release of a product today, but it wasn't a drone. It was actually a motor. Hey, what's up, Art? Artco Drone Solution. And Drone Days as well just popped in here. Glad to see you. Happy 4th of July and happy FPV. And so basically what it is they have released a motor for e-bikes. And I didn't know until I actually started reading today what an e-bike actually was. I thought it was one of these things you just pressed on a button, cranked the handle, and it took you places. But you actually have to pedal the son of a bitches. They just help you. So, of course, that's what this one does. But you can get it to assist you up to 400%.
It looks like it's made for like more of like a mountain biking type of like a more of a sporty competition style bike.
Yep, that's exactly what it is. And they're talking anywhere from $5,500 to $6,500.
And is
US.
that the whole bike, or is it just something that you put on a bike?
Oh, they're going to sell the motor separately, but Amflow, which happens to be, even though DJI kind of hum and haws and who's and he's, they're the one who actually registered the company. I've heard different stories. I know Caleb said that he thought they were housed in Germany. I do know that they registered the existence of the company in the U.S. in 2023. So I don't know if they actually have a headquarters in the U.S., but supposedly the bikes, whether it be in Germany or whether it be somewhere, is being put together outside of China, and supposedly they will be built there. So either Germany or in the U.S. they would actually have a plant. So and then he was like, no, because I was like, well, is that a way to get around it if they have a U.S. company that's manufacturing those things? He's like, no, they would still see it as a shell company and shut it down. And the other interesting thing that I wanted to tell everybody about was that we just found out that Autel had been officially added to the entity list or the blacklist, just like DJI. So basically the two best drones that they come from China. So it's like, I guess we're left with Hubsan quality drones from this point forward with 30 to 60% tariffs on them. What do y'all think of that?
Who makes Hubsan?
It's made in China, but I don't know exactly. I don't even know if it's made in the same district. I would assume it's in that the same Shenzhen district.
Yeah, but they're not on the entity list, right?
Who?
Didn't you say that leaves us with Hubsan?
Yeah, they're not on there yet. But the thing about it is see, this was something that Kai showed me a couple of weeks ago. Was that in the bill that's in the Defense Act, right? It actually says on page 91 that you go look at it, and it says the military is, as soon as it's enacted, is going to go grab every one of the DJI drones that we have on the shelf, right? They're going to grab them all. They're going to dissect them. They're going to track where every part comes from and try to assert what every part does. So basically, and that's what I'm trying to figure out how we're going to get by with our old stuff too. Because they're going to be taking apart what's available now, which is pretty much all of us have the newer stuff, right? All of us here all have very new drones. So that's the stuff that they're going to dismantle first, the stuff that's been available most recently. And so then they're going to come back with the report telling us what they think and where and how and when and which and woe and all that stuff. But so not to keep going down that rabbit hole again. The cool thing was, well, not really a cool thing. We didn't know otherwise. Also, did we find out that, let me go ahead and I will try to share this one thing real fast because I was talking about it already.
Shouldn't they do that? Like take one and like strip it apart and find out how it works before they try to ban it?
Well, yeah, exactly. That's what we've been trying to say. We've been trying to get it. We've been trying to say to begin with, where is this? See, U.S. government adds RTL robotics to Commerce Department blacklist. So that officially happened. I don't know if it officially happened today or just the other day. It may have been today. Because if I read the article, let me see. I will scroll. Y'all will see the scroll, hopefully. The U.S. Department of Commerce added drone manufacturer RTL Robotics to its entity list, effectively blacklisting the company. According to a statement from lawmakers, this move subjects RTL to export restrictions and specific licensing requirements for certain technologies and goods. Let's see. Lawmakers push for scrutiny. November 23. And Eloise Stefanik. There's that name again. Yeah. So anyway, and we could potentially have her as a vice president. So, but yeah, she's going directly after our drones. She's the one. She is the anti-drone poster lady. So I'm telling y'all, man, you got to figure out a way to get rid of her. Because the whole point is if they do ban them, then maybe we can figure out a way to get the right people in there who will give them back to us, right? We got to think about that because I'm not sure if this much of a push. Let me go ahead and stop sharing that. Remove from scene. I think it's too late for us to push because it's in there. I think even when they reconcile it back and forth 2 or 3 times, I don't think they're going to take it out. I really don't.
Yeah, I think they got their minds made up.
Yeah, I don't. I think, but the whole point is then we're stuck, like I said, with Hubsan quality drones at anywhere from 30 to 40%. Let me close that. Tariffs, right? So we're going to buy a Hubsan at what a brand new Air 3 would cost, and nobody would want to buy a Hubsan for that. It's ridiculous to even consider.
I'm thinking about going out and crashing my Air 3 just to get a new one before this stuff goes into effect.
Will there be yes, most definitely, but they will not, and I repeat, not reach around. So I know it's terrible. It's terrible. Oh, is Koopy here? Dead hobby. Well, I don't think that it's completely dead. Like there's people saying that, oh, well, they'll tie it up in court for years and da-da-da-da-da. The Defense Act's going to get passed, and they're going to ban basically everything from that. That's what everybody's banking on. So they're going to ban everything from that point on forward. But they're going to leave our stuff that we have now alone. Fingers crossed. But
the way I look at it is, I'm trying to look at it as like a glass half full. So I think DJI they're not gonna just leave the U.S. market. I just don't see it happening. They'll find, whether it's a year from now, 2 years from now, they're going to find a workaround, and they're not leaving the game. Take care.
I'd agree.
Take
with
care
that.
of what you got. Yeah, and save up your money.
I'm pretty sure Huawei hasn't found a back door, but they could have done the same situation with Huawei. They could have disabled all the previous devices that were here, but they chose not to. So
But
Hopefully.
Huawei's a little different because there's a lot of phone manufacturers and a lot of different options for routers and such, whatever they were making. They don't have as big of. I don't think they had as big of a foothold on their collective industry as DJI does.
The thing about it is it's not going to kill DJI to lose the U.S. because they still have the rest of the planet. Everybody's trying to say that if the U.S. bans them, that everywhere will. I think that Canada probably will, like North America probably will, but I don't know beyond that. Hey, Johnny, good to see you. Dunk them until. Oh, Chuck, come on now. That's a bit harsh. Let's see. I think it's more. It would be much better to vote the woman out. That's the whole point. Hold that one thing against her.
Yeah, but it's like whack-a-mole. You knock one down, one's going to pop up somewhere else, and somebody else is just going to take on her.
I don't know too many potential VPs that are trying to say get rid. You're all not hearing what I'm saying. Potential vice presidents. And what if she makes getting rid of Chinese drones her what do we want to call it? Charity? She's wanting to say, I want to start the drone industry, and and then she could go into what's the program that has to do with the telos and all that. My brain's farting on me. But anyway, it's like school STEM. She can say, we're going to enhance STEM technology. We're going to go back to the schools. We're going to teach the kids. We're going to get rid of all that Chinese tech and just have American made. And she's vice president. What happens then?
Don't hold your breath. I don't think Trump's gonna. Yeah, I don't think she's supposedly on a short list, but she ain't nowhere near the top of the list.
Yeah, I don't see that happening either.
Yeah.
And it doesn't help to draw when I'm drawing extra attention to them when I'm highlighting the comments, right?
Yeah.
Oh, no lube. But okay, and here's the other thing. We were talking about this, and I was reading on Hayes' website, Drone XL, and we didn't find out. I was talking to Gary because Gary was talking about the last time he was on here. He was thinking about getting his 107 license, and what we didn't know, and we found out today when I was talking to him. Where is that thing? Here we go. Yeah. I'm sharing this a picture. I got to get back over here. But the state of North Carolina has its own drone operator's permit, and they will be repealing it. And Billy Kyle apparently was the one that sent this in to him. And I didn't know nothing about this. It's kind of trippy.
So you got to get the federal and the state license.
And apparently North Carolina had a state license before they had a 107 program. Because if you read down here, it says North Carolina has made a significant move to boost its drone industry by passing House Bill 198, which eliminates the state's uncrewed aircraft systems, UAS, operator knowledge test, and permit requirement. This legislative change, set to take effect on December 1, 2024, marks a new era for drone operations in the Tar Heel state. And then it goes on to talk about that there was some particular companies that were talking about it not being fair, But the whole point is it says it was just basically the reason they're getting rid of it is now it's made redundant because of 107. So they're just saying it was unnecessary now, and it was a waste of money and time. But let me come back over here to this, and I will pop this back. I'll kill the share. Gary, did you know about that?
I had no clue until you told me.
I didn't know anything about it because we were thinking it was like really, really cool. It was like, I thought for a minute it was like them telling the state, the state was going, screw you, FAA, they can all fly now, no matter what. I was like, hell yeah, And then I got to reading it, and it was like, oh no, so you had to have 2 permits to legally fly in North Carolina. But thank goodness it's going to be repealed on December 1 this year, so you only have to have 107. But Gary, you got to wait to get your 107 after December 1, I guess. Otherwise, you'd have to have 2.
Did it say why they were repealing it? Is it illegal or is it?
They said it
Like,
was redundant now because we have 107 because it
right.
was enacted beforehand.
So if they keep it up, it just looks like a money grab.
Yeah, exactly.
It's North Carolina.
But the governor didn't want to get rid of it. But
Oh, I'm sure he
the
didn't.
House and the Senate and the House went ahead and passed it without him. Okay, so we go back over here. Chuck's saying no lube. Let's see. Now I'm glad that I am building ventriloquist dummies for my new hobby. Obviously, drones are going to be gone. My dummies have nothing made in China. Their hair comes from China.
Mm.
Anyway, let's see. Night Train FPV. What's up, Mike? Good to see you. I was all wound up, and now here I am, and y'all are. My enthusiasm has leveled off, and you all are just going, let's see. What am I gonna do? Let's see. Okay, so we can talk about what everybody else has talked about. The e-bike, right? Right. Anybody want to talk
You
about
mean
e-bike?
the new e-bike that's made by that drone company that's starting up?
That people they kind of you look at the DJI representative and go, "Did you all start this bicycle company?" And they go, Amflow."
Are those drones in the back? No, I don't know what those are. How'd they get there?
Yeah, really. So, but some of them already have pegged it down, but they actually supposedly registered the company in 2023. There's conflicting reports, like I was talking about earlier. Me and Kev and Caleb were saying Germany, I was saying here, and like he was still saying that wasn't a loophole. But anyway, let's see. What other crazinesses to talk about? That was. Oh, wait a minute, Gary. You were gonna show something. Gary has a new toy.
Ooh.
Which one?
Oh, it's up to you. You can show all your toys if you want to. Just if it's
No,
if it's a
hold on,
real.
Bill. It's PG show now, right?
Yeah.
No, it's not. We say fudge and shart and all that stuff. Oh yeah, there we go. That would be for Randy first.
Well, now I was talking about you talking about him showing all his toys.
Yes, he's showing his first one right here that he just built. I didn't know what camera that was. Do you know what camera that is, Randy?
That's nice. Is that a Caddx camera?
No, it's the Moonlight. Walks down Moonlight.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna try
That's
to.
nice.
I'm gonna try to fly it with without using a GoPro for the first time. See how it works. I mean, I don't know.
Is that made for specifically for night flights?
That was 8 minutes
I
ago.
I think it does better at night. The V2 is really good at night, but I think I don't know why how they the big thing they marketed it for was it had the DVR board. It's like a separate board, and you could put like a SD card in there and record all the footage that way.
How much does that video system cost?
I don't even remember. I've
Is
had,
it
I bought it and like it's been sitting on the shelf, and I was like finally decided to use it.
is it cheaper than the O3?
I am not sure. I'm not sure, but I got a FetTech G4, a FetTech 65 amp. It's the Apex Evo HD and T Motor F60s.
Man,
So
that's nice. The Apex Evo frame is nice.
anything Impulse RC puts out is nice, man. I love like the Alien, the Reverb. I have two Reverbs, one Alien, and I have a regular Apex, and now I've got the Evo.
Nice.
They all
Is that
fly really good.
are you using ELRS
No Crossfire.
Crossfire?
Yeah.
And is that longer range?
I don't know, man. Some people says it is. It's just what I've got. I'm in that ecosystem. I've been in it for a while, so yeah.
Right.
I run what I have. I don't like to really switch up anything.
No,
Even
I
people,
agree.
yeah, even people say it's like, oh, this is the latest and greatest. This is like the hottest. I do have some ELRS stuff, but it's mostly like this little the Mobula, Walk Snail Mobula. That one is ELRS. I was just looking. I had to get two modules because if one is on 3.0 or higher. You can't bind it to the same one to a one that's like a SPI, which is 2.0 or something like that. So I bought two. I got two little a little beta FPV, two modules to go on the back.
Yeah.
I mean, I have to put them on a Tango 2. It's kind of running ELRS on a Tango 2.
Yeah.
You're
Bill, you're
muted.
muted.
What are you flying FPV wise, Randy?
Um, I I fly the Avata 2 and this Skyliner MK3 that I've had for about a year now.
Did you buy that from Rotor Riot?
Yes, sir.
So pre-built.
Pre-built.
So how has it been? I've been curious about that. Like I see they
I,
post them, and I'm like, I wonder how those are.
it's pretty awesome. I mean, I haven't had no issues out of it, so it's held up pretty good. I've crashed it and beat it up. I actually got a huge. I slammed it into a steel conveyor belt, and it took a big chunk out of the motor, and it still flies. I mean, the camera is all scratched up, and you can't even tell. I don't know if you can see it. See the scratches on the front of it,
Oh yeah.
but you,
Is that a O3?
yeah, O3. But you can't even tell on the video. I've done tests, and you can't tell a difference. It's on the edge, so I guess it's not in the line of the sensor.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
But yeah, it's. I mean, I can't complain. It's held up pretty good.
Do you build anything at all?
No, I don't know how to solder. I've soldered a little bit, but
All right.
nothing that would hold up.
You could, if I can do it, anybody can do it. It's just
Yeah,
it's a matter of getting a good iron and a good right solder, and it's pretty easy.
I'm sure I could do it. It's just I just haven't had the time to get into it like that. So
Yeah.
that's why I just bought a pre-built, and if it breaks, then I'll just fix it.
What
But
kind of don't tell Billy's muted again.
I don't watch him or Bruce hardly anymore. I don't know why. It's just I don't know. I don't watch him like I used
you
to.
said what kind of motors?
No, oh yeah, what you all?
Yeah, what are they?
They are the Hypertrain. I guess it says PD EVX.
Yeah. I know, yeah, that guy's he's a really good pilot.
Yeah, PD EVX.
Yeah.
They're pretty good motors. I mean, this one here, I don't know if you can see, but it's got a nasty gash in it,
Yeah, I can see
right
it.
right there,
Uh-huh.
and it doesn't get hot. I've tested it; it doesn't get hot, so it's working pretty good.
This show's rated PG. I would keep getting bleeped over here because I was like cursing because you said gash, and we got hammered when we're up to PG-13 now. So
I'm thinking about getting a 3.5 inch, something smaller.
Yeah. Saw that new tank they came out with, that
Hmm.
smaller frame. That looks like it would be fun. And you can fit like a air unit or a walk style on it. So
Right.
I think that would be pretty cool.
One of the things I've noticed about this drone in particular is look how squashed
Yeah.
the frame is. The standoffs are very short, and it's pretty beefy. Like the way they got it set up front here. Like I've beat it up pretty good, and nothing's broke as of yet.
Is that 4S or 6S?
It's 6S.
Oh yeah, that's the only way to go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
more power.
Yeah.
And I have the Radio Master Boxer.
no, I'm not muted. I just
Oh.
because you were like, no, maybe Randy won't say anything this time, and I was like, I'm gonna fuck with them. See now we're R. So we can whip it out now. I don't know. So like, what are y'all's plans for the 4th of July? What are you gonna do?
I'm
Anybody
going to.
flying a drone? Let me put it
I've
that
never
way.
filmed fireworks, so I'm going to go Friday and try to film some fireworks. And then Saturday, there's actually a drone show about 20 minutes away,
Well, that's cool.
so I'm gonna go check that out.
Okay, so anybody in the audience or anyone here, excuse me. Um, do you have any pointers for filming or photographing fireworks?
Yeah, I would love to hear some because I'm just winging it.
I think we're all winging it. Oh
It's a real
wow!
it's a
Yeah, go
really
ahead.
cool spot though where I'm going. It's right on the C&D Canal, the Chesapeake Delaware Canal, and it's right next to a really nice bridge right on the city, so it should look pretty cool.
Oh yeah, Bill, forgot my second secret.
Yes. Here we go.
And Mike too.
Yeah,
He got the set though. He didn't get like Pocket 3.
no.
Oh,
I'm
that's the
actually
other thing. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to use my mic 1 to actually get the sound of the fireworks too.
I just got it today and I hooked it up to my phone and walked in the back and walked all the way to the back of my house, man. It was just like crystal clear. I was like, that's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
they're pretty nice.
Oh yeah, Johnny's saying just use night mode, and then Jim's saying night mode on a Mavic 3, but Johnny's saying night mode on an Air 3. For pictures too.
No night mode on pictures.
Okay.
You just adjust
Oh, Gary
your
went
shutter speed.
invisible. I use night mode on Mavic 3. Works great. Oh, okay. Excuse me, folks.
Put it in night mode and send it.
Well, I don't know how far would you need to be far away. Probably at least what 50 meters, or
You talking
how
about away
close
from
you
the
gonna?
fireworks?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be probably like 200 yards,
Okay.
300
Yeah.
yards away.
How high up?
Uh, I'd say the bridge is probably 150 feet to the top, so maybe like 150, 200 feet.
Gonna be a lot of other drones out there.
I don't know. I don't anticipate, but you never know.
It's like here, like especially this year, we have like 5 or 6 different places that are selling fireworks because of the Indian reservations. Like they're everywhere, so they sell fireworks on the reservation, and then a lot of people like here, like where I live in Everett, they'll go up there and buy the fireworks from there and then bring them back here until 1, 2, 3 in the morning. You'll hear them going off, and my dogs go bananas when people are shooting off fireworks.
Oh yeah.
I'm actually thinking about going and getting some after we get done.
I live right on the Pennsylvania Maryland line, and there's a running joke that Marylanders go to Pennsylvania for their fireworks, and Pennsylvanians come to Maryland for their marijuana because it's legal here and fireworks are legal there.
But, okay, so that's weird. And so you can buy them with the alternate state IDs in alternate states, or you have
Yes,
to get somebody to buy it for you.
Pennsylvanians are not allowed to buy them in their own state,
Uh,
but we can buy them from their state.
oh, and can what about weed?
They can buy. You can come out of state legally. They can buy it here, but I don't know about the crossing state borders with it. I mean, the federal government might not look kindly upon that, but
Yeah, that's pretty heavy
they can
duty.
buy it.
That's trippy. Anyway, little does anyone know we're all smoking weed. I have weed Pepsi. No, just kidding. What was there was something I was. Oh, yeah, the DJI Osmo 5 Pro, and apparently the reason it's going to be a Pro model is because it's going to actually have a 1-inch sensor in it. That's why they're calling it a Pro instead of an S, I guess. But that's also on. Is it? Wait a minute, drone. There's okay. The one talking about Avinox is here on DJ. Is there nothing? Yeah, okay. New action camera coming. Osmo Action 5 Pro spotted online. Tech giant DJI may soon unveil a new action camera, the Osmo Action 5 Pro. This information disclosed through a regulatory filing spotted by a DJI leaker. You got to hear this, though. Listen. hints at a potential significant upgrade from its predecessor, the Osmo Action 4. The leak comes from Igor Bogdanov, the guy we all get shit from now, who spotted the new product on the UAE's telecommunications and digital, kind of the same thing as our FCC database. But as to this date, it has not appeared on the US database. But they're also rumoring now that the reason the fact that the new DJI action camera will carry the Pro label points to enhancements that could also include many more advanced features competing directly with GoPro's flagship Hero 12 Black. The Osmo Action 4, when launched in 2023, has been a strong alternative to GoPro, but the new model could elevate DJI's offering with substantial improvements. Speculation surrounds the possible inclusion of a 1-inch sensor, a notable upgrade from the current model's 1/1.3-inch CMOS sensor. So that would actually be cool. They're going after Insta360 that way. So the article I read was on DJI.com, DroneDJ.com. So you can go over there and check that out. And the other information about the North Carolina law and the Auto Robotics was on dronexl.co.
So it sounds like the Air 3S and the Pocket 3 and the Action 4 are going to have the same camera.
Oh, this is a good point. Because technically the Air 2S isn't a 1-inch sensor. It's almost, if I understand correctly, it's not quite a 1-inch sensor. So I don't know. I don't know.
Anything over 1.5, they round it off.
Anything over 1.5, they round it off. That's what Gary's coming up with. Sounds good to me. We'll all go with that one. Let's see. Mike is saying oh, wow. Did you see that? If you click them too fast, what happens? We have it here, weed everywhere, and fireworks galore. Our city does 3 days of fireworks. Yeah, Michigan. Yeah, but that would be kind of wild. We have fireworks that go on pretty much starting tomorrow. Well, actually, they started this past weekend, and then they'll go all the way through summer. A lot of places. We got racetracks nearby, all that stuff, and they're always lighting off fireworks and stuff. Concerts everywhere because there's fairs going on all over the place. So there's fireworks there too. It's pretty cool, but I don't know for sure on this one. It's just rumored to be a 1-inch sensor. 90s glam. Yeah, see how it won't go. Slaughter will be kicking. Oh wow, very cool. So it's like everybody will be getting their retirement checks at the same time. Say, hey. All right. I'm sorry, that was kind of mean, but you know what I mean. But it'd be funny if they came out and made jokes like that. They're making that cost of living increase. Welcome to Slaughter. Woo. I can't remember what their songs they were famous for. Maybe one or two. Wasn't it? Maybe one or two songs. I can't really remember.
They were pretty big back in the hair metal.
Yeah, the hairband days. I remember all. It's like I can't remember that many Poison songs now. I mean, if I heard them, I would remember them. But
I met Ricky Rocket, the drummer from them, at the hotel I worked in Greensboro. He came down and shook our hands and said, "Hey, what's up, dude?" And he's like, "Hey, bro, what's going on?"
Oh, okay. You're talking about Unique, the H plus here. Yeah. See, it's like if you click, I want to see something here. I'm gonna try something. We'll go back to Dre real fast. Yeah. See, it doesn't. And then I'm gonna come back real fast. It lets it fade in and fade out. Like you can't click them too fast. Like before, you could click them. People would be like, "Man, I couldn't read what you were putting up there." Hey, Chris is here. Good to see you, Chris. Glad to have you. Oh, again, I will say Happy 4th of July to everybody. What's everybody's plans? I think she said we're roasting Polish sausages is what we're having. So I don't know if we're going to have onions and stuff with them. or if we're going to just have mustard and ketchup with them. But I know we're going to grill them. And I was very tempted to take off tonight and go buy fireworks. But I think I'd probably get in trouble if I did that.
Just mustard and ketchup. That's it.
Well, no, I'm saying I don't know what her plan is, and I don't want to come out here and be preaching and telling people, and then people start showing up expecting more than mustard and ketchup. So if that deters people from coming to my 4th of July party, it wasn't planned, but just in case it was honest. You know, I don't want people to show up and go, Bill, we know you got bring out the relish. We know you got relish. I was like, no, I told you, ketchup and mustard. That's it.
You need that chili and cheese too.
Oh no, I'm not a big chili and cheese fan. I can do
And,
slaw.
and onions too. Oh yeah.
I can do onions and slaw. Okay, let's go there. Let's go ahead. Let's go squirrel.
We do.
All right, man.
We do crabs every year on 4th of July.
My wife was talking about going ahead and pulling some crab out. We actually got crab in the freezer. We actually still have probably 2 or 3 lobster tails.
You probably got Alaskan crab, right?
Dude, it's ridiculous for that up here now too. And plus, there was I'm thinking it was this year. They're not letting them fish like they were. You have to get a special permit and show everything because there's not that many there. There's just a lot less.
They shut the whole season down for like 2 years, didn't they?
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I don't know for sure. Like what I can't remember what it is we've been getting. It's not Dungeness. It's the other crab, and you snap the legs, and you can get a little bit out of the legs, pretty good, and the claws are so. Anyway, that was the less expensive version because if you're paying for king crab here, it's like $90 a pound. You know,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
They sell Maryland blue crabs for $350 a bushel. But I know a guy that has a boat and goes out and gets them, so I can get them for like 200.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You can get fresh stuff here. You can get it, but you know when you're competing with places that are paying, you know, for their restaurant $70 and $80 a pound, you can't get near it. They'll be like, "Well, I could sell to him over here for 75. Why would I give it to you for 50?" And I'm like,
Right.
you know, because you're nice. But yeah, I think we're going to be. I don't know what else we'll have by those sides. But you were talking about hot dogs. I'm not a huge cheese dog fan. I probably could with a Polish dog, but I like to have a good slaw dog. I haven't had one in forever because when I talk to my wife about it, she's like, "I've never heard of those." And I talk to other people out here about it. They go, "I've never heard of those." And I go, "Well, it's a Southern thing. You kind of got to live out there before you know what a slaw dog is."
I never heard of it until like a couple weeks ago.
You know, and I mean, but they're the bomb, man. I'm telling you, they're killer. Well, I don't know. Wait a minute. Let's see. Gary, what do you think of slaw dogs?
I don't eat slaw at all. I can't stand it.
Well, I love slaw dogs. But like,
I
if
can
I
do
was in the mood-
my grandmother's coleslaw, but anything else I just can't stomach.
What about deviled eggs?
Oh, yeah.
Deviled
Oh, yeah.
eggs. Gotta have deviled eggs. Wait a minute. Freedom jalapeno relish. Ooh, that
sounds pretty good.
With
Yeah.
cheese. Now I could go there. We could put the jalapeno relish directly on the sausage, cover it with cheese. I think we could do that. I could do that, man. The other crap.
I saw that earlier.
Well, I'm not looking. It's only because I don't have another tab up and my other screen. I blew out my other part of the computer, so I only have one video screen. Usually, I have 2 monitors going, but I blew out the other connection, and I'm like, nope. I'll just wait. This computer's already 3.5 years old. I might as well get a new one. You know how it is when they get this old. You're like, no, do I want to put new parts in it? No, because it won't use new parts. It only used old parts when it was made. So it's useless. Go get something new with faster processors, a better pipeline, and faster memory. Just throw this thing in the trash. You know? I mean, literally, computers have become expendable now. It used to be. I can remember when I was younger and computers kind of dawned that a computer could last you as long as like 5 to 10 years. Now, even if you build the shit out of one, it's still only going to last you about 3.5, 4 years before you got to build another one because everybody else's kicks its ass.
Hey, I'm using a laptop that was made in 2019.
Well, no, my laptop's a different story. I have a laptop from Apple that was before the what are they? What's the chip that it is now?
M2,
Yeah,
Well,
something
the
like that.
M3.
M1. Before the whatever chip they called it, the Bionic chip or whatever. Then I have the last one of the regular series. So I think mine might be 2019. But my computer, like I said, is already 3.5 years old. The memory's still not selling worth a. So it's like I couldn't even part it out for a whole lot. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say. I could still
Right.
probably use it, but probably within another, say, 12 to 18 months, a lot of the software is going to be beyond what my computer will do. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
they just go ahead and walk off. They'll be like, "Oh, we're running Windows 15. You're behind. You might as well hang it up." So anyway, oh, Beans and Franks, Beans and Beans. What was that? What was that? That was a movie that was in.
And was it something about Mary?
Beans and Franks.
Have you seen my wiener?
Oh waiting for someone to come out with Impossible Crab. I thought they call it shirimi, don't they?
So,
Imitation crab.
hey, I have a question. So, when you shoot stuff like where you're just talking and you're outside, what camera do you use? Do you have like one something like this, or do you use like a GoPro, your phone, or what?
I have a Sony camera, A7 IV, but I use Action 3 DJI.
Do you can't what does the mic work with that?
Yeah,
It will.
I have the mic one, so it's got the receiver with it's got a little jack on the bottom that has a USB-C plug on it,
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
just plug it into the side of the action camera, and it picks it up off of that.
I wonder if it would work with a GoPro.
It should. I think it does.
Hmm.
He's gonna get rid of
But
cabbage, man.
don't quote me
He's
on
gonna.
that because I've heard a lot of bad things about GoPro and
The
He's just
external mic.
microphone,
gonna.
yeah, the
Yeah,
microphone is bad. You had to get like an adapter, like back in the day, to run like the roads and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
this bad boy.
I know with the mic twos you can use the Action 4 and connect them Bluetooth.
Oh,
Oh,
dang.
that's true. No, I would make my own slaw if I was gonna make slaw dogs. But here it is. John Coopy is going to run on the Ban Slaw platform. So actually, he's going to go ahead and get rid of cabbage. So there'll be no more cabbage soup. There'll be no more cabbage coleslaw. There'll be no more cabbage. Period.
Now cabbage is good. Don't get me wrong. Just coleslaw, I just can't.
It depends. Here we go. Let's okay. If you're really going to go there, it depends on the KFC. It really does. I mean, I know that sounds weird because it all comes in a damn
Yeah, it's like what the hell are you talking about?
bottle. But the thing about it is every now and again, you'll see him bring the box out of the walk-in cooler, and it's kind of green on top, and you're like, man, what is that stuff growing on top? Oh no, it's okay. Let me just scrape off this top layer. All that coleslaw underneath this is good.
So it'd be like saying I like chicken McNuggets, but it depends on the McDonald's.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Well,
I
okay.
mean
Wait,
he's
wait,
right
wait,
about
wait.
that.
Have you ever wait a minute? Have you ever gone into a McDonald's and you go in and you say, "I want a 20-piece McNugget," and they've only got like 10 fresh ones, and the other 10 are dried out like shoe leather, and
Yeah,
they're
you're
like,
absolutely right.
he's
It
like, do
depends on
they?
which one you go to.
Yeah, and some places will be like, "Sir, we need to park your car. It'll be about 5 to 10 minutes." And then the other place will be like, "Fuck no, throw them all in the box. Give them to him now. He's gonna drive off any damn way. By the time
Yeah.
he gets home, he's not gonna give a shit."
Yeah.
He's just gonna moan and fuss, and
Yeah.
he'll eat them anyway. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. And then he'll smoke that big hooter he's got, man, and eat the other 5 dry
Yeah.
ones. So he won't care. He'll probably think at the end of the whole thing, no, those were the best nuggets I ever ate in my life. I was using blackberry jam. Okay, it was just me then. Vinegar-based coleslaw is great. Yes. Yes. With, yeah, exactly. But like I would put like a teaspoon of sugar in my vinegar-based coleslaw. But that's me. That's all I would put. That's the whole amount of sugar I would put in there. But yes, to me it would be more vinegar-based than anything. Love good slaw. I love good slaw too. We've already talked about. Wait a minute. Am I far behind? I'm 6 minutes behind. Wait a minute. We got the chili cheese dog. Yes. Okay. We'll catch up. Chili cheese dog. I thought somebody said chili and cream cheese dog for a minute. I was like,
This is a super squirrel moment.
well, it's a 4th of July moment because we're basically talking about what you're going to do tomorrow, what your plans are tomorrow.
I'm gonna sleep.
Oh, God, you want to hear something?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you a story because like Mike says, my TV died last weekend, so I had to go buy a new one today. So I went from 55 to a 65. It was only $400. Phyllis, okay, that's pretty cool. Okay, here's the thing. Same situation similarly happened to me. We had hired a contractor to come in because we had asbestos, the stucco ceilings, or the, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so we got them. We went ahead and put new ceilings in and covered up the old bad stuff and sealed it away. And we told them, we said, well, we're up in years. We can't take the TVs and stuff down off the mounting. We can't move the furniture and stuff around. Here's the deal. You need to give us a. So they gave us a quote, right? And I was like, oh, moving the furniture and everything, cool. I was like, what about the TVs? Oh, no, we'll cover them up, make sure. Okay, so long story short, after about, they had been here probably a week and a half, I went upstairs when they had finished for the day because I'd heard this loud thud. And I noticed that my TV had, the covering they had on it was like very, very thin plastic anyway. And there was a section in the plastic that was torn, and there was like some drywall had slapped the TV really hard, right? Okay, but anyway, when I came home, they finished and cleaned everything up, everything looked okay, everything was all right. About a week and a half after they get done, I'm in here, working on my computer, talking and everything. All of a sudden, I hear the TV go up like all the way up to 100, and I hear this.
Oh.
And I walk into the living room, and the TV's just doing this, like, how like when you turn them on and you see the backlights come on for the LED, they'll pop and it'll flash, and then the TV comes up. Well, it kept trying to light the LEDs, but it never would go any further. And I tried resetting it, I tried disconnecting it and discharging the charge and everything, and it was a dead soldier.
You should have called him up and said, "Hey, I just went up to turn my TV on since you guys worked here, and it's not working." Tell me you hadn't used it since.
Yeah, a week and a half afterwards. Well, see, here's what's even crazier. When I went to look to find the model number and stuff to try to get Samsung to help me with the TV, there was so much paint on the back of the TV, I literally had to go get some stuff to clean off where the serial number was and the model
Would
number was.
they spray the ceilings?
They sprayed directly behind the TV, man. They like I had I've got one of the full mounts that you can swing and turn around and everything, because like I said, we so we tend to move it around rather than have a big deal with it. So anyway, they just pulled it out as far as it would go and just sprayed the hell out of the wall.
They should have wrapped it and taped it.
They didn't.
Like sealed it up completely.
They didn't. They taped everything but the middle section where all the lines and components and cables and stuff hooked up. And it was all covered with paint.
Oh man.
And so anyway, make a long story short, my TV blew up. We had to get another one. So it was cheaper than the one we got before, but it wasn't like what Mike got. It wasn't $400 more expensive. It was actually it was like $2K less because the TV we had was like a super 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 nice one. Anyway, just live and learn. Got it from Best Buy, but
Yeah.
it
Can't
wasn't
trust
Best Buy's
nobody.
fault. It wasn't Best Buy's fault. The house looks nice, but we like he hinted around like, are you going to give us more business? And we were like, well, no, probably not.
Yeah.
we're kind of in the hole right now. We don't have anything. DJI Mike uploads to the cloud just like that new bicycle. It does. It does data sharing. They were talking about it today. It will data share to all these different apps, these health apps, using what do they call it? FIT files, I guess. And I'm sitting here thinking, wait a minute. Isn't that what they were already upset about? You know what I mean? Night mode Ace Pro and Mic 2. Night mode Ace Pro. Ace Pro. Excellent night shooting. No fart zone. Oh, wait a minute. I nominate VP of Anti-Slaw Movement, Nemo. Did you hear this, Gary? You were named to John's VP status.
Whoops.
You're on the ticket with John Coopy.
Mm.
View chaser, don't ever eat KFC. Don't eat the slaw anyway, and definitely. Wait a minute. Do the KFC still have buffets? I don't think
No.
they have buffets anymore, do
No.
they?
Don't go to KFC. Go to Popeyes.
You wouldn't like our Popeyes here. You wouldn't like our Popeyes because you can when you have to. Well, let me put it this way: from the counter to the door. By the time you get to the door, you have to hold the bottom of the bag.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
by
that's
then
right.
it's saturated, buddy.
Hey, that's where all the flavors at.
That's where all the yeah, okay. Another 10 years you'll be worried about that, Randy.
Yeah.
Clogging it up, man. Clogging it up. Mad Props is going John Coopy.
And when
Cheese coleslaw.
he was talking about they're sending the mic information to the cloud.
Yeah. Cheese coleslaw. I've never had cheese coleslaw. That is a new one on me. KFC
Cheese
ruined their slaw
coleslaw?
macaroni salad. I guess you mix the two together. See, that's where you get your.
Hey, don't knock it. Don't knock it till I try it.
Oh yeah, that's what he's saying. So he's saying, Gary, that you cover your slaw dog in cheese.
Mm-mm.
Then eat it. Then you'd be okay. They ain't clean. True. I don't know if any restaurant's really clean anymore. I will eat McDonald's chicken nuggets when you can show me where all the chicken nuggets come from. All right, Gary's turning into a pumpkin, folks. He's gonna take off here, and that'll leave me and Randy here to talk for a little while because we'll kill about 35 minutes. What did I put in? I got to see that now. Go ahead, Randy. I mean, anything you got coming up, Gary? Anything you want to share? What are you going to be doing with your DJI Mic 2? And what are you going to be doing tomorrow? You going to be working tomorrow?
No, I'm gonna try to start making more videos. I mean, that's why I got the Avata 2 and all this other stuff. I'm coming out of my funk. I've been in a funk for a while with everything that happened the last 4 years. So yeah, I'm getting back into flying. Building the drone was like a huge step towards that. I hadn't built in a while, and it was nice.
Yeah, there you go. One day we'll be eating 3D food. It'll be like the replicator from Star Trek, man. You'll say, I want, and it'll make you the shit right there. Okay, I'm going to scroll all the way up here and catch up. Okay, squirrel hot dogs. Anyway, thank you, Gary. It was great having you. You have a happy 4th of July.
All right, happy 4th to everybody. See y'all later.
You too, man.
All right.
I'm trying to figure out, let me see. I got to do it this way. I got to go over here. And I brought this up. Content. And back over here. I know it's been kind of a lame-ass show tonight. But, it really, I need to start planning these a little bit better. But anyway, where was I? What was it? Oh yeah, the streaming recommendation. Anybody that hasn't seen it since it's a holiday, middle of the week holiday, and everybody's got family together and stuff. If anybody hasn't seen it already, it's called If with Ryan Reynolds. It's available streaming now. It's available to purchase or rent now, or if you will wait probably another month and a half, I'm sure it will show up on some streaming service for you to watch there. But if you want to watch it tomorrow, you could probably rent it for like $10, which is cheaper than going to the movie theater.
It's a movie.
Yes, yes, yes. It's got
Oh,
Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds is in it, so that tells you right there it's going to be pretty cute. But he's more. It's more of a family type movie, and If stands for imaginary friends, and I guess the premise of the movie is that imaginary friends are trying to find new children to be with and hang out with and stuff. But in the meantime, they also find out that they've lost connection with their original children that created them. And then through the movie and everything, you find out. I don't know for sure. I haven't watched all of it. The little girl is like some chosen one who's there to help Ryan Reynolds' character because they're the only two that can see all of them, at one given time. So they come together to try to help all the imaginary friends find new children to help. But in the meantime, they go back to their old children and they help them kind of step over that final, doorway, or step through that final doorway to adulthood, I guess.
Right.
So it's a cute movie and kids get a kick out of it. And there's a lot of different voices being used in it for different. And it's Louis Gossett Jr.'s last movie. He actually plays a bear in the movie named Louis, and it's the last movie that he was in before he voiced it before he passed away, which I thought was kind of cool too. When it dawned on me, AI has no friends. So what are you going to do for the 4th of July, Randy?
I am gonna. Well, nothing till this weekend. Tomorrow, I'm probably just gonna sleep in because I'm off till Monday.
Oh, very cool. But what are you going to eat for the 4th of July?
We're gonna have
Regular
a
food?
crab. We're gonna have a crab feast on Saturday,
Cool. Oh, there you go.
but
I might
nothing.
suggest crabs when I walk out of here when we get done.
Yeah, nothing too crazy. We're gonna set off some fireworks and have a little fun.
I don't know for sure. I'm still tempted to go, like, because they're open till midnight tonight. So there are going to be people going through there till all hours of the night getting fireworks. Only problem is I don't want to be in the middle of a bunch of crazy people. You drive down 50 feet and go, hey, let's let some off now.
Yeah.
And then 50 million cops show up and then you can't even get to the place. So anyway, it's kind of.
What's it? A fireworks store or
Yeah, it's not necessarily a fireworks
one of
store.
those pop-up stands?
Yeah, but it's
I
there
got you.
every year, and it's on the reservation. So that's how it gets around the stipulations and stuff. So I don't know 100% for sure. It may be there year round. I don't know for 100%. Yes, Ryan Reynolds is the one who owns Mint Mobile. Hey, cool. He's a little bit longer than I thought. Wait. Now here we go. We get to do congratulations.
Thanks, guys.
Congratulations. He's a married man again. Cool. How's everybody? Is everybody recuperating, or are they still under the
Um,
weather?
yeah, so my wife is doing better. She's still COVID positive. My daughter is strep throat. My son is fine, and yeah, I've been working, so we're good.
And you're still passing. You're still testing not positive, right?
Yeah, no, I've been sleeping on the couch, man. It's been kind of
Oh,
like
okay. Okay.
that early marriage life on the
So,
couch.
so you just occasionally you open the door and like lob in a bag of food like it's a grenade or something.
That's
Then shut the
exactly.
door
It's
back
like,
really fast.
hey, do you
Everybody's in
need anything?
quarantine.
Good. Okay, cool. I'm
Oh,
taking off.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So no, I'm going to talk to you from over here. Yeah, love you. Okay,
Exactly.
see ya. No, I'm
Well,
on the couch, really.
yeah, I sweat.
Uh-oh. Everybody freeze. We'll be imitating Angel. But it says he dropped his
There you
frame.
go.
You're oh, there it went. It came back. Your frame rate got better. I
It
finally figured
always
it.
says the frame rate drops.
Well, I finally figured out. You're gonna love this. I finally figured out why I was having so much difficulty with my computer when I was running the feed. Like at the beginning of the show, it would always bog down, and it would finally catch back up, and then it might happen one or two more times. I had beautification turned on, and it was making my computer work so hard to make me look pretty that it was slowing everything else down. So, because if y'all didn't know, there's a beautification box that you can check on your camera when you come in.
Yeah. People
So
beautifier.
yeah, why do I keep getting the frame rate low?
I don't know because it's. Are you on a
And this is a
laptop? You're on a wired connection?
no, I'm on a wireless connection.
Yeah, so that might be what it is.
Yeah,
And it might be. I don't
my
know. I don't
router's
know.
too far away.
I don't know for sure. Let's see. We need to know if Angel can step in as my VP, since Nemo bolted. Oh, well, wait a minute. Since he's a foreigner anyway, he may not like slaw dogs. Like, okay, here's the deal. Since you came in late, we're gonna go ahead and hit you
Okay.
with everything. Okay,
Okay.
so to catch you up, Altel has been added to the entities list. They have been blacklisted, just like DJI. Okay, and North Carolina has, as of December 1st, 2024, is going to remove their driver operator's license requirement. Basically, what it was is they had a 107 before there was a 107, and now that there's a 107, they don't need their state 107, so they're going to get rid of the state 107 so that the federal over 107 takes over for their old state 107.
Okay. Okay.
So, so that's why they're getting rid of that. And let's see, there's going to be a DJI Osmo 5 Pro, and the theory is on that it's going to be approximately a 1-inch sensor. So that's why they're going to call it the Pro model. So it's going to have all the other features on it. Okay, and then we asked the question is, what are you going to do for the 4th of July? And are you flying or not flying? And if you're not flying, or if you're flying also, what are you planning to eat on the 4th of July? So now you can fill in all those blanks.
Got it. All right, that's a lot of things to remember, but yeah, I'm actually going to be going to the Gorge to watch Odessa play, and then it's a 3-day concert, so the 4th of July, the 5th and the 6th. Supposed to be 100 degrees on Friday and Saturday over there.
Yeah, I
It'll
don't
be a
doubt
little
that.
warm. I'm also going to go fly. I'll go fly along the river and get some beautiful gorge footage. I'm excited about that, and so I will do both. And what I'm going to eat, I don't know. We'll probably bring some food, and we'll probably be eating along the way.
Who all's going?
Melissa and my wife
Oh,
and I.
wow, so she's going to be able to go tomorrow?
Yeah. She's going to be on day 10 tomorrow, so she'll be good.
Oh, okay, so she's got freedom
Yeah.
anyway.
She's on the upswing.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
because she's not communicable anymore. Can't
Yeah,
give anybody.
exactly.
Yeah, so they can
So
travel.
she'll be good. Because I'm like sitting there. I was about to be like, we joked about it last night. Do I got to go by myself and just live stream while I'm there?
Oh, you know what? Here, that's. Oh, sad news too. I don't know if anybody heard. Heart had to cancel their tour because Ann Wilson has been diagnosed with cancer and needs to go under some procedures. So, and the thing about it was last summer. It's kind of funny you said that. We couldn't get somebody to work here, so. And I had tickets for me and my wife to see Ann Wilson at the state fair last year. And so she couldn't go because we couldn't get people to work. So I ended up
Right.
taking somebody with me. And then I had the phone on live stream
Live
for
stream.
her the whole time going, woo, what do you think, baby? Yeah, wish you were here, wish you were here. And it was awesome. I mean, she was singing like days of old, and I was getting
Right.
goosebumps, loving every minute of it. And then I heard about that today, and it really made me feel bad that, she's going to have gone through the cancer stuff.
Yeah.
So anyway, now talking about the food, I was talking about we're going to have Polish sausages. Gary was talking about how he would like to have Polish sausages with chili and cheese. And I said, I'm not a huge cheese fan, but I haven't had a good slaw dog in a long time. I don't know if you have ever had a slaw dog or not, so I don't know if you're a fan of that. At which point, John Goopy was asking if you would step in because his other VP has already bolted. So he's trying to get you to help him ban cabbage so that there is no cabbage. So you either like slaw dogs or you dislike slaw dogs. And
Never had it, and I'm good without it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Actually, hold on. You know what's really funny? Since you're talking about dogs here, did you know who was featured in GQ recently for an article on hot dogs?
No.
Let me share this with you. Hold on one second. Maybe you might recognize this fella.
Was it GQ?
Yeah.
Oh wow. He's
Hold
going
on.
to we're going to watch it
I'm
momentarily.
gonna put it here for you.
Oh, I got to
Steve.
bring up something else. I got to get meetups. You ready? Just let me know when you're ready. I'm bringing up because I told Caleb I was going to do this too.
Yeah.
Okay, it's there. All right.
Yeah.
No, I don't have a share. Oh, you put it over here. Wait a minute. Oh, you put it over here. Okay.
Put it over there. Yeah. So then you can load it. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Go down. Well, and it's
Let me
just
share the screen. The
it
first image is really good.
Yeah. Wait a minute. I gotta refresh this. All right, hang on. Share. Where's it at? Go down. Get rid of this. I gotta get the come on before it goes away. Quickly before it goes away. No. Where am I going? Where's it at? There we go. I had to scene.
Yeah. Scroll down a little. I mean, that's very fascinating to see all the hot dogs coming at you.
What do we got? How many hot dogs should you eat this summer? I said Polish sausage.
The dog sausage brats, it's all there, but yeah,
Okay.
hey,
Suggest Angel Blundell's.
Woo!
Woo! Right here,
There you
ladies
go,
and
guys.
gentlemen. Here we go. Wait. Here we go. Let me highlight this. Can y'all see where I'm at? Here we go. Look at this. Woo! Hey, Seattle. Whoa. Hey, let's say you had a very wholesome breakfast and a very wholesome dinner, and then you go out to the baseball game and you had one hot dog. Suggest Angel Planell's, MS, RDN, a Seattle-based registered dietitian, nutritionist, and national media spokesperson for the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics. Is one hot dog with a bag of chips and a soda or beer going to destroy you? For the most part, no. Hot damn! I can have a hot dog and a beer.
Keep going down a little further. Keep going down a little further.
I need to get paid for this.
Is that you? Is that really you, Angel?
Me. Yeah, that's me. Yeah.
Context matters. How are you sleeping? What else did you eat today? Are you generally active? Do you have a pre-existing health condition, especially one that requires medication? It's a complicated question, Planell says. Let's see.
If you want to go all the way to the bottom.
No, that's okay.
Yeah.
I tell you what, you give us the finale. We'll have the live version right here. Okay.
Yeah.
What's the final live version?
Yeah.
No, to have hot dog or not to have hot dog? That is the question to you.
Well, it's the 4th of July. You got the Coney Island, Nathan's hot dog eating contest tomorrow, which is always fascinating. You don't need to go hard like that, but generally a hot dog gives you about 300 to 350 calories per serving. If you do a bigger hot dog at the ballpark, those can run into 600, 700. Main concern is sodium. And the final quote is the best, is that, like what happens if you're vegan or vegetarian and don't really want to have a hot dog. Well, this means there's more for the rest of us.
It's basically it's an ultra processed meat.
Yes, yeah, and there's concerns for that, right? But you want to try to be as wholesome or eat as much
Hot dogs are all
varieties
right.
possible.
There's no fat in the sausage. It's all in the bread. Yeah, right, but it's still like we were talking about the ultra processed meat that's like been played with so many times. Well, I mean, let's get freaky then. Let's go totally badass squirrel. What about lab grown meat? Because we're going to have to go there eventually. We will have to go there eventually.
Hey,
Well,
did
there's
you
lab
know
grown meat, and then there's insects and all these things too.
And there's
that hot dog eating
also
contest you were talking about?
the hot
Yeah.
dog eating contest. Yeah.
The Nathan's hot dog eating contest. You know the guy that's won it the last few years, Joey
He's not going
Chestnut.
to be in it this year because
Yeah,
of the hot
they
dogs.
banned him because he endorsed hot dog Impossible hot dogs or something.
Yeah, and they were like, and he's like, I can't eat these.
Yeah.
Well,
I
they
just
had
thought
the
that.
guy before. They had the guy before. What is it? Yoshiro
Kobe
Takahashi or
Kobe
whatever. Oh, right,
Kojiro
yeah, yeah. You know
Kobayashi.
that. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that guy who would kill it. And then Joey Chestnut's been doing it, but now we're going to see who the new hot dog champion is.
Kobayashi's going to be in it.
He is going to be in it this year.
Yep,
Okay.
he's going to be in
Right,
it.
because he knows he's not going to get his ass handed to him. He knows the
Yeah.
real
That's
champ
right.
ain't going to be there. So he's got to go with it, man.
How many hot dogs can you eat in what is it? 10 minutes?
Oh,
No,
it would.
man,
Back
I
in the
don't know.
day, I could eat like a fiend. Now, where I'm older, my eyeballs are so much bigger than my stomach is. You
Yeah.
know, and
Yeah.
but I'm starting to catch up. Like, today I had a Whopper and a fry and a drink at lunch, and that was it for me. I skipped dinner and everything. Normally I would eat again, but I was too full.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I'd be good for about 4 of them.
I think 3, 4, and then I'm kind of good. It's enough.
Yeah.
You know.
Them guys are eating 60, 70.
Oh God, I don't know if you watch it. Do you watch them how they dunk it into
Yeah.
lemonade or water,
That's
and
bun
then
and
they gotta
all.
like do the bun? I'm like,
Because most of them eat the buns separate. They'll eat the hot
yeah,
dogs,
they
then
eat
they'll
the
eat the
bun
bun.
separate.
and they're
Yeah,
like, "Are they dip it in water?" That blows
Yeah,
my
yeah, that's what he
mind.
was
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
I was like,
Well, the bun. I'm like the bun. Well, because I don't know if you eat like a hot dog or hamburger and the bun is all wet, it's not really enjoyable. It's kind of like a gross sensation.
Oh,
Yeah.
And
and
they're just like,
here's what I was gonna
yeah.
say. Okay, and this will show how old people are. Does the words "Soylent Green" ring any bells for anyone here?
Not really.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm
I've
sure
heard it, but I don't know.
some people in the audience, understand what I'm talking about. It's a book that was later turned into a movie, and Soylent Green was basically they recycled our dead people and made them attractive looking as a meat byproduct and fed them back to everyone.
Yeah.
Soylent Green. It was like the crop that saved everybody, and it was just like, people would die off and they would get ground up into hamburger meat, I guess you'd say. Anyway, trippy. Dripping the bread in water is nicer than in milk because it's easier to swallow. You don't have to chew. Oh yeah,
I don't see how they eat them all plain. I'd have to put some ketchup or
I'd
mustard or
be
something
ketchup
on.
or mustard. Exactly.
well
Yeah.
depends.
Mustard.
It depends on how it's cooked. Like if they had all the hot dogs, I don't like steamed hot dogs as much as I like roller prepared hot dogs. That are on the big roller that cook kind of pretty evenly. I like those a lot better, and I like the bun steamed. I could eat a shitload of them back in the day. I probably couldn't eat more than like 20 or 25, but
I
that
think
would
grilled is the best.
Oh yeah. But you got to keep an eye on them. You can't I hate it when somebody
Yeah.
will burn the piss out of
Cook
one
'em to
side,
death.
and then the other side looks like it's barely been cooked at all. And
We
you're like,
have a hot dog roller at work in the break room,
yeah.
and the one of the maintenance guys, he's the one that cooks them all the time, and he'll cook them, and I don't know if he leaves them on there for an hour, but then I swear they're like leather sometimes. I'm like, I'm not eating that. Like, learn how to cook first.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, overcooked is not good.
Or they give you a hamburger that looks like a hockey puck.
Yeah.
They're like, well, you said well done. said, well done, not burnt to a crisp. You know.
See, I think that's one of the briquettes.
Yeah, exactly. So what you said you're gonna just pick up something and take it with you? You don't know exactly. So the concert's actually tomorrow night.
Yeah, tomorrow night, Friday night, and Saturday night. So
Oh,
we'll
they'll
be
probably have
staying on the
fireworks.
east side.
They'll probably have
Yeah,
fireworks.
they will.
So, what are
Excited
you
for
going
it.
to
Of
use to
course,
record
it's
the
gonna be.
fireworks with?
I'm
Like,
gonna probably bring my Insta360 with me.
oh, Randy's having a seafood cook on Saturday. They were asking if you're
Yeah, I would
cooking
say no
ribs.
cooking for me.
Burgers, 5 minutes side grilled. Oh, Angel is giving us low frames per second again. Low frame. So it's somebody streaming something. Somebody's cutting you out, man. Somebody's like
No,
broadcasting.
they're watching some shit on YouTube or whatever. That's
Yep,
usually what it's
exactly. And
happening.
you're getting pushed down on your frame
Everybody's
rate.
taking the megabits.
It
Well,
ain't right. I'm the one that pays for this shit, you
well,
know.
it just depends on how far you are from the router, too.
I am,
Yep.
well, unfortunately, I am, when we moved into this office, we were the furthest away from the router.
Yeah.
I have a wire running
So
to my router.
I might end up doing that. It's just a pain because it's going to run through the kitchen and everything to be over here.
Yeah,
But
I drilled.
I
I
probably
drilled a
would need
hole in
like
the floor.
100.
Yeah, it'd be such a difference. It'd be like night and day different, man. Oh,
Yeah.
somebody they've stopped watching that video. I'm not a big fan of potato salad. Not
No,
a huge fan.
I don't like I like Amish macaroni salad. That's the only macaroni salad I can eat.
Okay, what is Amish macaroni salad?
Oh, you've never heard of Amish macaroni salad? I don't. I guess it's a Amish thing. Obviously,
I think it's a
but
Mennonite thing.
yeah, it's like I don't know. It's a sweeter, less. I don't. Macaroni salad to me is a little like sour,
Yeah, yeah.
and this is like a little bit more sweeter.
Yeah, well, my wife makes this killer macaroni salad. She will get like shredded chicken meat and add it to the macaroni salad, man. And
That
I'm
sounds
like,
pretty good.
yeah, and then and then like you're talking about it being kind of sour tasting, she'll add a little bit of mayonnaise to it, just a hint of salt, and then a little bit extra pepper so that it doesn't have that bite to it, and she just stirs it all together and mixes it up like you would regular macaroni salad, but it's infused with all that chicken throughout it, and it's and she does a cold taco salad sometimes too, which is really wild. Like you cook it like you do normally, like a taco meat. Like you cook it. You're gonna make hot tacos, but then you drain it all, set it in the fridge, and then you pull it back out of the fridge, and then you add everything to that. Your tomatoes, your sour cream, your guacamole, your onions, and then you just stir all that up together and serve that with chips. And I was like, and it's really good. You'd be
Like a dip.
surprised. It's yeah, kinda, but it's very similar to a hot taco salad in the way you eat it. But it's really cool. But yeah,
Sounds pretty good.
yep. Here we go. We've went totally off the DJI path tonight.
It's all good. I'm sorry, guys. I just was,
No, there's not
talking
really
about y'all.
there's not really a whole lot to talk about. DJI came out with a new bicycle today that has a new. They said, we really didn't start this company, even though they did, and so. But the cool thing is, well, I don't know if it's cool or not. It's like a competition mountain bike, and it's going to be between $5,500 and $6,500.
Sounds wonderful. Sign me
So,
up.
but who knows? Next we may have Amflow drones.
I know one thing. If I'm spending $5,500 to $6,500, I don't want no damn pedals. It better carry my ass
I was
everywhere I
gonna
need
say
to go.
that
Well,
thing should be just twist.
That's what I did not know that e-bikes are still bikes that you have to pedal.
Yeah,
See, I was
Not all of
unaware
them.
that they just assist you. If it's an e-bike, yeah, you
Yeah,
have to pedal it.
Yeah, you're right, because it would be a scooter with no pedals.
Yeah,
it's a scooter with no pedals, right? So it has
yeah.
to be. It has to have the
And
pedals on it.
and then the thing about it is but the DJI this motor supposedly blows all the others away, and you can go all the way up. You can go 100 times, 200 times, all the way up to 400 times multiplied. Like if you're whatever force you're producing, it will do 100 times more, 200 times more, 400 times more, that kind of thing. And apparently none of the others will do 400 times more. And the battery lasts a long time. But DJI actually started Amflow in 2023. It's one of those mystical companies. It kind of floats around
Shell
everywhere.
company.
Yeah, well, it's registered. It's actually registered in the more I checked on it, the more I was looking around while we were talking. It's apparently registered. It was registered at the same time in 3 different countries. So it was registered in Sweden and in the United States and in Germany, all on the same day at the same time. But if you try to find a headquarters, there's not one. So it just says in 2023, it was da 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 da. I'm like, but that doesn't help me any. So I want to
Okay,
know.
I mean, this looks pretty cool. So
What
it's
looks pretty
$5,000.
It's a nice bike. It's a super
Have a
nice
nice-
bike. It's a super
I'm not
nice.
big in. I'm not big on e-bikes. I've never owned one. But do they have gears like a traditional bike?
I don't know.
Yeah, this one looks like it does. This one looks
Yeah,
like it
this
does.
one. That's what I was thinking. This one has because it's not hub drive. It's like in your pedals, like crank driven.
Yeah, he's
It
got
has
a
a
point.
digital finger. Yeah.
You could get an extender.
I did that before, and it cut the speed down so much that I was pissed off.
Oh,
I should
run a
look at
wire.
it again.
Run a
Yeah,
wire.
so hardwire from the extender.
Get you a
oh,
get you
whoa.
a
Probably
Cat
do it better.
8, a Cat 8, and wire it bitch up.
Okay,
Yeah.
so throttle only e-bikes are legal in the U.S., but in Canada and Europe they have to be pedal assist. But this particular bicycle is pedal assist. So
Now, is there going to be a camera on this bike as well?
no, but it's going to share data even as much as your heart rate. It
Okay.
supposedly will have what are they called, fit files that will share with all these different apps, which is just giving them a way to share more shit easily back to the
exactly.
motherland, I would think. So if you got 10 or 11 different apps that are going to be using this fit file, then you could easily ship stuff back to the motherland, I would think, right? We haven't had the other thing is supposedly Ken Dono was quoted on whose program was he on? Drone Nation Monday night, saying that the Air whatever it is not in influencers' hands yet. So it was going to be no end of July release unless it's everywhere but the U.S.
Right, but if it was, he couldn't say it was, right?
Yeah, he couldn't say it was, but I to be honest with you, I don't think he would bring it up.
Yeah.
I don't think he's just that type of person.
He made
It's
a
like,
good point.
Go
that
ahead.
They're probably not like if they ship all those out and then they end up getting banned or something, then they're gonna have a lot of stuff out there they can't do nothing with.
Well, here's the thing. It won't matter. If they ship it and it comes to here now, it's already approved. This won't be enacted at the earliest until like March or so next year. That's the soonest it will go into effect. And that's if they reconcile everything quickly and get it back over there, and then they vote on it really fast, and he signs it before the end of the year. It could necessarily be, they might pass what they need to just on floor bills, and then finally pin it in with the next administration. You don't know. See, that's what a lot of people are hoping on, and I don't think it's going to matter which one we get. They're both going to slam the damn door. I don't think that it's going to matter. I mean, I know the thing that kills me is what they say. They say, "Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me." And all the people that are making those damn videos now were the same people that told us not 3.5 years ago, DJI will never get banned in the United States. And here we are all shitting ourselves. So, like everybody else said, just fly your drones. Fly your drones.
Just fly.
The only thing... Go ahead, what?
No, I said just fly.
And the only thing that we could do, even to protest, because civil disobedience is not protected by free speech. So civil disobedience is still breaking a law. So the only way to do it would be like to actually file a protest march, and then literally try to get together every damn you know drone pilot there is in the United States and have them all march on the Capitol. There might be 45 of us that would actually show up, right? You know what I'm saying? The rest
41
of
flies their drones.
well, that's what we could actually do something like that if we got the permits for it.
Yeah, I know.
But what I'm trying to say, but we all know that there's like 650,000 registered drones in the U.S. If all those people actually showed up and marched somewhere to stay unified together and actually use that against any and every politician that voted to get rid of them. Just use that one thing and say, I don't care what your beliefs are, your policies are. If you're going to tell me that I can't fly my drone, after all the bullshit I've put up with, 107, all these ridiculous rules, that I can't fly my drone, then you're crazy. I'm going to get rid of you. You're gone. Because you're not listening to me in the first place. If you're not listening to me on the simplest of matters of saying, I want to fly my drone, if you're not listening to me on something so tiny, so minute, then what guarantee you're going to listen to me on the important shit? Nope, out of here. Think about it. They're using it as some kind of scapegoat to pretend that it's some bipartisan thing when it's horseshit. It's not. It's all paid for. Our skies have been bought and paid for. Just like I've said before, I always thought it was Skydio for a long time. It's part Skydio. It's part Amazon. It's part FedEx. It's part UPS, because the big money is coming from those back three. UPS might be Skydio might be the head of the snake, but that's not the whole the money bankroll that's got all those lobbyists pushing to get rid of these things. Because as well as I do, if you go into an Amazon headquarters and you say, okay, what do you think our biggest potential problem could be with drone delivery services? Them crazy hobby pilots, we don't need them in the sky with us. That's the first thing they're going to say. That's the first thing they're going to say. So they went to their local politician and they said, how much will it cost us to buy the U.S. skies? And you all kick all the drone pilots out of the skies. How much will it cost you? Or should I say, how many, political fundraising dinners would you like us to sponsor for you at $95 a plate? That kind of thing. That's what's going on. And until we just blow through all of that and go, here's the deal. I don't want you telling me I can't use my tiny little drone when we all know this is more lethal. You won't look at this. You won't say anything about this because if you try to tell the American people you're taking their cell phone away, all of them, that they're going to fucking flip.
I mean, your sensor's going off, man. I don't like that.
You know
When
what I'm
you put your
saying?
phone around, it has a little sensor on it. Yeah. No, I
It was
hear you.
going off. It was going off.
No, the infrared is blinking on the camera.
Ooh. Oh,
So you're tracking us, Bill. You're tracking us.
it's tracking me.
And
But that's what I'm saying. If they're gonna something so tiny, if they're gonna go all batshit crazy over our drones, and we've all said the same thing. We know that DJI has done some bad things, but now the data is being housed supposedly on Amazon servers, and you would think Amazon would be able to tell if some of that data is being retrieved, right? If it's not some magical backdoor from those servers that's like leaking data back to China, and if it was, you would assume that Amazon would have someone astute enough to go, hey, there's something going out the back door that shouldn't be going out the back door.
They can definitely tell.
Exactly. But okay, and like I was talking about earlier, Kai gave me that. Here, I'll pop it up here. Oh, it's 7:00. I got to do this quickly. Where's it at? Kai gave me the link to where the fuck is it? Here it is. Okay, here. And I'm going to share the page when I get to it. I think I showed this maybe a week ago. possibly. Okay, so let me get over here. Share, Untitled, share. Come back over here. Okay, this is the actual bill, the HR bill. Add to scene. Hey, you can see right here, I'll just make a long story short, we'll read Rules Committee print, HR 870, the National Defense Authorization Act. Okay, and I'm going to scroll down here to page 91. Y'all were saying, well, what are they going to do? What are they going to do? What are they going to do? So here we go. When this passes through, let me scroll up a little bit. Let me highlight this for you guys. Is that the right one? Yes. Okay, can you all see that?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Okay, cool. So, as you can see, what this says, I will read it for you. It says, the dismantlement of Chinese drone aircraft to identify the origin of components and security vulnerabilities. And like Randy was saying earlier, hey, aren't you all supposed to know that before you rip it apart? But here's the thing. Once they get done ripping it apart, it says, here we go, I'll go ahead and read a little bit more. No later than 90 days after the date of the enactment of this act, the Secretary of Defense, acting through the level head of Defense Technology, Security, will fully disassemble a drone aircraft made by Chinese technology company Dajing, DJI, to determine the origin of each component of such aircraft. After completing the actions required under section the Defense Secretary will create the report. But the whole point is, and let me go ahead and I'm going to close all this out. I just want y'all to see that because it's actually part of the bill that that's already gone through the House. It's already passed. So they're going to rip a drone apart to tell us. Do you all really not think that they're going to tell us that it's sending data back? Seriously,
Why can't they do it? Why can't they do it now?
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
They're trying
They
to say
could do
this.
it now.
Here's the thing, and when they get done, they can actually have a one-page report that says we were right. They're sending data back to China, and then they can make all of the rest of the report classified. So all they have to do is come out and tell us, yes, we took it all apart. Yes, our worst suspicions were proven true. They all do bad and horrible things and even more stuff than we thought. So you can't ever have DJI drones again. And that's the end of the report. And then they create this top secret annex that like the other politicians and stuff can see, but we can't, that actually shows we didn't find a damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm trying to say is yes, they can come out and tell us that. Do you really think at this point in time they're going to come out and tell us? Do you think it's going to be more stuff that's blacked out or more stuff that actually tells us the truth like what we're saying? Nothing's wrong. What do you think? Consider. We've got this xenophobia, like Thomas pointed out before, over China. China's doing this, China's doing that, China's sending balloons, China's sending blah, 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 blah.
I wouldn't. Honestly, I wouldn't put it past them to be sending some type of data back. But I don't know.
Again, I say though, but you yourself said somebody at Amazon would see that.
You would think so. I don't know. I don't understand why they pulled the flight sync, because that kind of makes them look. It makes you look guilty. They're just
trying. I think what they're doing is anything that they're trying to label and claim and point at, they're going to cut it off to try to prove to them we're not doing that. And when you did say, because there was a time that they were sending stuff back, but there wasn't anything steadfast here written that said they couldn't do that. I'm not 100% sure if it was like a technicality or whatever, but they did admit that they were sending data back about the people and stuff and everything. And that's when they switched to starting housing all the data on Amazon servers. And just like you said, somebody at Amazon would go, wait a minute, we're getting some kind of data leak and it looks like it's going to China. Somebody there, I would think. I can't see Bezos being as rich as he is and not having top of the line computer people.
Right. Could there be a possibility that it's bypassing Amazon servers and going to a different server?
Again, you would think that there would be some, track, some
Right.
evidence, something that they could say, okay, we can see. I mean, okay, they had military drones, right? You could fire it up, and then something could monitor the frequencies and the signals and see where shit's going. Okay, and even when it connects to the internet, you would still be able, I would think, to see where the packets were going.
Right.
I don't see how that's what's confusing to me, because I know we got. I'm not saying that we have the best hackers in the world. That would be kind of, arrogant to say that. I'm sure there's probably people better than the U.S. is now. At one time they were great. Yeah, there's still some probably badass hackers here. I'm not saying that there's not, but I just don't think it's as terrible as they're letting us think now. And I'm trying to figure out if Amazon's housing all our data somehow, some way, unless there's some kind of it's cloning data and writing it all on the same wave somehow. And again, I'm saying they would have to have, you would think, some pretty smart people watching the server, especially now with all this scrutiny on DJI data. You know?
Right.
So that's what I'm thinking. Anyway, it's after 7 o'clock. I managed to ramble on longer than I thought. And
Okay.
I've got things to tend to. And I'm going to say, again, congratulations to Angel and Missy for being married now. Melissa for being married now.
Yeah,
And I hope
congratulations,
everybody
man.
feels good now, and y'all can have a good time tomorrow.
Yep.
And let's see, I'm going to do something next week. Hopefully we'll have more information about all of the Osmo 5 Pro and the Air 3S, and hopefully we'll have good news from Congress, but I don't know. I don't seriously right now. Do you all think that it's too little, too late to be screaming at senators now?
I do.
I mean, because most everybody was talking about, I sent in a letter. They got this just form bullcrap back.
Yeah, I don't. I think half of those letters never even got seen. So
Yeah, and so it was just some clerk went, oh, yeah, send this back and
delete,
sign it.
delete.
Yeah.
Oh, more of this BS. Delete.
There's only 3 of these people sending stuff in. Don't they realize that they're just fighting an uphill battle? But see, that's what I'm trying to say, because we need to use this as a reason to vote them out. Use it as a reason alone. Like I said, it's so tiny of a reason. If they won't listen to us about something so minuscule, what guarantees they're going to listen to us something that's important? And the
Right.
whole point is like I've brought up before, we're the ones who send all of these people there. No matter what any of them say, it takes our vote to empower them, our vote alone. And no matter what, remember that. That's what the Constitution promises. It doesn't say one man the people, it says we the people. And it's said that for over 200 years now. Remember that fact.
When is Stefanik up for election this year?
No. But like I said, she does have the ear of one of the, presidential candidates.
Right.
And not necessarily if she might not be a VP, but that doesn't mean her loyalty won't be rewarded in some other form, and she can take this up as her banner project. So,
Yeah, I think it's a little too late. I think the people who have a voice should have got out in front of it. 2 years ago.
that's why I said the
Before-
people that we had representing us now, I'm like, why were you? Like I said, somebody should have put me in charge and sent me to DC. I'd have went crazy. I'd have danced on the tables. I'd have said, no, you are not taking my drone away from me. I'd have found some way to get national attention, some way to get media attention. And that's the problem. We have no media attention whatsoever. None. I don't even
Well,
think this
usually the only attention is not for this, but when there's a random drone at a athletic event,
exactly,
that's
yeah.
usually the only time you get news.
Yeah,
right?
and something, and to them now, it's just like, oh, well, this is overdue. They should have done this years ago. And another thing that's bad is that we've got Homeland Security saying that us crazy drunk rednecks shouldn't have drones. And I'm like, because I'm not trying to shoot us down or nothing, but I can see some crazy drunk rednecks going, what would happen if we tape 2 bottle rockets to it, or if we let's put 2 Roman candles on each leg, you know?
Yeah, I think they need to better educate new drone pilots upon purchasing it, or have something on the box like a pamphlet that comes with it, tells you about the rules and
Okay, I
what you
gotta
got
do
to
one
do.
more. I'll probably get in trouble, but I
Because
gotta do one
I
more.
know several people that got a drone recently and they have no clue about any rules and regulations.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, like Gary had no clue about uh, what was going on as far as North Carolina having a 107 program. I told Caleb I was going to do this earlier. I meant to bring it up. Anyone who happens to be in the Seattle area or somewhere in that vicinity, through the months of, how long did he say? Let me go look. Through the months of
July.
July all the way through through to August, okay, and you would like to find a place to fly while you're in the Seattle area, please go to meetup.com and check out the official drone club of the Northwest and join up and let us know what dates you're going to be in town. As you can see, Caleb plans events. We've got an event coming up on Wednesday, July 17th at 6 p.m. in Paulsbo, Washington. We got another event planned on Sunday, July 21st at Steliacom Park in Lakewood, Washington. And another one on August 3rd, Open Fly Drone Meetup in Satsop. That's where the towers and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
the nuclear plant that wasn't completed is. And then Friday, August 16th, there's an Open Fly Drone Meetup in Snoqualmie. Oh, very cool. So just like I said, please get over here. Let me post a link real quick here. Chink. Copy. Bink. And then I'm going to go back over here. I'll post a comment. So yes, and even if you're not going to be in the area, you'd like to join up and find out what's going on. I'm sure Caleb wouldn't mind if you did that. So please go over to meetup.com and check out the official drone club of the Northwest. And like I said, I'm sure he wouldn't mind you coming to those events. So just make sure to get in touch with him or Archer so that they could hook you up with people. I'm going to try to go to at least 1 or 2 of those. I'm going to try to get to Satsop this time. I can't guarantee anything. I'm hoping so. And with that
It
being
was fun.
said,
It
wait
was
a minute,
fun.
wait a minute. Pull this out. Remove from scene. There we go. And then here we go. Kill the share. There we go. All right. With that being said, I want to say thank you very much. But I want to ask my brilliant co-host this evening if they have anything they would like to share with the audience before we say good evening. Do you have anything coming up, Angel?
No, I was gonna let Randy go since he's been here longer. So
Well,
Randy, go
I'm
for
gonna
it.
let you. I'm gonna close with Randy because I don't have
Okay,
anything
okay,
either.
okay. Cool. Well, like I said, I'm gonna be in Eastern Washington. I'm gonna try to get some killer footage, and I'll share it when I get back. So
Very cool. And Randy, what about you? You got anything coming up?
I don't have anything interesting coming up. I am going to do a little video about showing how to use the Goggles 3 with the Air 3, because I've
Oh,
been asked a couple times to show how you do that.
they
But
always do good.
yeah,
They'll
but
always do good.
yeah, just happy 4th of July, everybody, and be safe, lighting off fireworks.
Don't do
'Cause
stupid shit with your drone.
yeah, absolutely.
I say, and I want to say, I will give you all fair warning. We have a heat warning, like Angel has pointed out a couple of times, for the latter part of this week. I'm thinking Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and part of Monday, maybe. So it's going to be moving across the states. So let's say mid states, like say Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday next week. The coast Friday, Saturday, Sunday next week. So hot weather's headed that way, hotter than what you got right now. So just we're going to let you know that it's coming. So hopefully everybody be prepared. And with that being said, I will say thank you, and we'll be batshit crazy again next week. Live long and prosper.
be good, everybody.